Nobody starts here, and it certainly doesn't end here.
Protesters right outside the Albany City Courthouse calling for tougher penalties after two people accused in that horrific crime pleaded not guilty inside that courthouse today. Those charges are related to that one-year-old dog set on fire in a parking lot in Albany. Those angry protesters were at the courthouse today as those two suspects faced a judge. Dan Levy has the story from Albany City Court. Good evening, Dan.
Sabrina, good evening. What happened here today is another example of an American courtroom becoming a stage for community protest. So horrific are the allegations in this case, it brought several dozen angry animal rights activists out in fury and in force, unable to understand how anyone could abuse their pets as alleged in this case.
I don't know, but I don't think it starts here. I think if you were to look at this person's history, you'll see that there were some other forms of abuse. Nobody starts here, and it certainly doesn't end here.
Christopher Maxwell and Letisha Ellis both pled not guilty to aggravated animal cruelty charges, accused of going on vacation and leaving their dogs behind in a cage without food or water. It is further alleged this video depicts Maxwell dragging a cage into an Albany parking lot and lighting the one-year-old pit bull inside, already doused with lighter fluid, on fire.
Well, I think we're always surprised when somebody does something so heinous.
Libby Post is executive director of the New York State Animal Protection Federation, dismayed that current law might only result in minor jail time or perhaps a slap on the wrist.
Part of the issue is elevating these crimes from an E felony, which is the lowest you can get, to something more serious, and we all know that the legislature is loath to increase penalties.
That doesn't mean animal rights advocates won't stop trying to force change.
What needs to happen is there needs to be a balance of people protesting, but also understanding the limits of the law as it is now and working to change those laws, not just yelling and screaming about it.
What is your understanding of the mindset of individuals who are accused of these types of crimes?
Dan, I wish I knew.
Both Maxwell and Ellis are due back in court later this month. In the meantime, grand jury action is also expected. In Albany with coverage you can trust. Dan Levy, News Channel 13.